Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're just going to do a little sort of chatty life update first because there is so much that I need to catch everybody up on, so much going on lately. It's just been a bit crazy. So I thought I'd sort of get that out of the way first, and then I've got some cash stuffing to do for the second half of this video. So if you're only here for cash stuffing, then I'll pop on the screen here a timestamp. And you can just fast forward straight to this part of the video and then watch the cash stuffing. But for everyone who actually wants to hear what's been going on with us lately, yeah, let's just have a little chat. So, biggest, I think, change that's been happening is we have sold this house and we have brought a new house. So we're going to be moving in, I think it's like 2 more weeks until we move, 2.5 weeks. And that's just been a very crazy process. Like, I'm sure you guys who have sold and brought houses before know what it's like, but it's just non-stop appointments between like banks and real estate agents and lawyers, and it's just, yeah, it's full on. So it's sort of just taken up a lot of our time and energy lately. It was pretty rushed with the sale of our house, that we actually found the house we wanted to buy before this house was anywhere near ready to be put on the market. So when we found the house we wanted to buy, we put an offer in and they accepted our offer, which meant we had like basically 2 weeks to get our house ready to sell and list it and then accept an offer on our house. So it was just a crazy time. We had to do like little things here and there around the house just to fix it up and get it ready to sell. We spent like a good probably 3 or 4 days just trying to get everything done around the house, get it nice and tidy, and then yeah, it was listed, and within a week and a half we got our first offer on the house, and we ended up just accepting the very first offer we got, because like I said before, the house we're buying, like they couldn't actually sell that house until we've sold this house, and then they were moving into another house which they couldn't go into until their house was sold. So there's actually like 3 houses in a row in this process, and ours was like the very last house in this chain of houses that needed to be sold in order for the other one to be sold. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling and this probably won't make sense to a lot of people, but yeah. Anyway, everything is all done now, all the like legal side of it, and now it's basically time to pack up this house and get everything all ready for the big move. The people who bought our house are basically going to be moving in like the same day that we're moving out. So once we've moved out, I'm going to have like an hour to quickly go through and like make sure everything's all clean, and then we have to hand over the keys. So it's going to be a really crazy time. I'm sort of trying at the moment to do whatever I can before we have to move, just to make life easier before we go. So I've been doing things like pulling out the washing machine and like cleaning behind it, pulling out the fridge and cleaning behind it, and just doing stuff like that so that when it comes time to move, I can just give everything like a quick wipe down, because the deep cleaning will basically already be done. So the house stuff was like the main thing that we've been focusing all of our time and energy on. But while all of that was going on, we actually started our own business as well. I say we, but it's mainly my husband's business. He wanted to start doing like lawn mowing and like basic landscaping jobs. He's sort of got a bit of a passion for that kind of thing, and it's something he's been wanting to do for quite a long time. And so yeah, he just decided one day that he would start his own business, and yeah, so we sort of just started putting things in place for that to happen for him. We had to sell our second car because obviously like for that sort of job you need a big work ute and like trailer and all of that stuff. So we sold our car, brought a ute, brought a trailer, brought all the equipment that he needs for the job before he started taking on clients. And then obviously you've got the other side of it with the website and all of that. We tried to sort the website stuff ourselves, but it was just, we're just not like tech type people. We're not real good at that sort of thing. So we ended up hiring someone to do the website for the business. So yeah, we came up with a name and a logo and have everything like sorted. It's going to be a pretty slow few months because we're going into winter now, and obviously people don't tend to get lawns mowed through winter time. It's mainly just sort of on hold until spring and summertime, and then yeah, he can start taking on more jobs. So that's very exciting. That's been another thing that's been quite time consuming, just with, you know, various appointments with the accountant and with the person doing the website and all of that stuff. So yeah, those two things have been like the major things that we've been sort of focusing on lately. But on top of that, our middle child started school. We were potty training the youngest, which took a lot longer than I thought it would. It was sort of a long, drawn-out process. I thought it would be faster because my eldest two were quicker, but they say boys can be a bit slower, and it has been that way. But he's getting the hang of it now, but that's sort of been another thing that, you know, needed our attention. And then we've had holidays. Dane took our eldest over to Australia for like 2.5 weeks. So they've done that. I went away for a week with my family, like my parents and siblings, and which was really, really nice to get away for a bit, but it does take away from, you know, time getting stuff done at home. And so YouTube's sort of taken a bit of a backseat lately. Because yeah, life just happens, and I've always said that this channel is never going to be a high priority. Like family, house stuff always will come first, and then whenever I have spare time to sit down and film something, then I will. But yeah, lately it's just been so crazy that I just haven't really had much of a chance to film anything. So yeah, that's sort of been what's been happening with us lately. Another thing we had to do is stop the cash envelopes for a while. It just helped the process when applying for a home loan through the bank. It helps the bank be able to fully track all of our expenses if we just done everything through our online banking. So we did that for a good probably 5 months. We stopped cash stuffing, but we've recently in the past So I've recently just got back into doing the cash envelopes, and I couldn't wait to get back into it. I realized when I stopped using the cash envelopes how difficult it was to actually track where our money was going, like to which category. It was really hard to stick to our budget because, you know, if everything's like on the card, you're just, you know, swiping your card every time you go to the supermarket or whatever I'm doing. It's really difficult to actually know exactly how much I've spent on each sort of category. And the thing I love about the cash envelopes is I've got a category for each envelope, and I put, you know, an amount into each envelope, and then whatever, once that money's spent, I just know it's gone. And so if we need anything for that particular category, it's going to have to wait till next payday, or if we're like really desperate for something, then I can shimmy around some cash to different envelopes to try and work it out. But I just find it so much more easier to track when we've got the cash in each envelope. So I'm really excited to get back into using cash again. I've got my cheat sheet down here. I've already written down how much I want to put in each envelope. I got out $660 in cash to stuff today. And I don't even remember the last time I'd done a cash stuffing video. I feel like it was a long time ago, like a long time ago. But I'm not really sure if all of my envelopes are the same as the last video you saw, or if I've changed things since then, because it was that long ago that I can't even remember what we were doing back then. Because I quite often will change things up with my envelopes, move things around, change up the categories a bit, and yeah. But I'm just using one binder for all of my cash envelopes lately. I find it just easy to have everything all in one place. So this has my general envelopes, like the ones that I use basically for everyday stuff. So I've got those that I keep in here. It's also got all of my like sinking fund cash envelopes, and then I've got a couple of savings challenges at the back here as well. I've only got one savings challenge on the go at the moment, but I probably will start another one maybe next payday, start a new savings challenge. I haven't added it in today's cash stuffing though, so I'll do that for next time. I did get asked in one of my old cash stuffing videos, like, how do I know how much of each note to get out when I'm about to do a cash stuffing video, like how many 50s, how many 20s, and I could work it out how much I need, but I never actually do. I always just get out whatever money I can, and then basically just stuff what I can. And if I don't have the right notes, quite often I will have some notes in other envelopes that I can go through and change as I go. But yeah, I never actually work out like exactly how many of each note I need. Our ATMs here in town don't do 5s. There's a ATM that does 10s, 20s and 50s. But if I need 5s, I basically just have to go through old envelopes and swap some notes out to get 5s. Right, so all of my general cash envelopes are completely empty. Yeah, I used every single cent in all of these. So we're starting from scratch with these ones. I always just keep these ones in the front pocket of my binder. And then all the rest, like sinking funds and savings challenges, are in this part here. So I'm going to stuff these ones first. So we've got Kids Fun, and Kids Fun is going to get $30 today. So this is an envelope I use for if the kids want to go out and do things. So if they want to go like swimming, or if they want like an ice cream and park and whatever, just like a bit of money put aside for if the kids ever want to do something fun like on a weekend or whatever, then we get it out of this envelope. They can't do a lot with this, like $30 really doesn't get you much these days. Like they wouldn't even be able to go to the cinema with that, but it's mainly for like if we're stopping and they want to get a wee treat at a shop or something like that. That's usually what we use it for. Groceries is going to be the next one I'm stuffing. I actually order our groceries online and then either do a pickup or a delivery. But the reason I put some, I'm putting 50 in it today. The reason I put some cash in here is because every now and again, if I forget something in our online shop, or if we're out and need to pick up something at the supermarket, then we've got the cash here to do that. That happens actually quite a lot. I'm always forgetting certain things at the supermarket, and when we're out and about, we're quite often stopping to pick up, you know, 1 or 2 things. So it is just very handy to have that cash there. We're going to do household next. Household is basically anything that we might need to pick up for the house. It's pretty broad. It's basically anything we might need for the house that doesn't fall under our other categories. So it could be some clothing for the kids. It could be some batteries or light bulbs, or maybe some potting mix for plants. Like it's very broad, this envelope, but I find it easier just having a household one than having like a bunch of sort of smaller categories. Yeah, I just find it easy this way. So we're getting 70 in this one today. Takeaways is going to be getting $50. So we will sometimes spend the whole 50 and just eat out once in the fortnight, or sometimes we might do like half of it one week and then the other half the second week, depending on what we're buying. If we're getting like fish and chips or pizza, it's pretty cheap and we can use, you know, only half this amount for dinner. But if we're getting something that costs a little bit more, then we'll need the whole lot. So that can sometimes go fully in the first week, and then we just have to cook at home for the second week. My cash envelope, I'm not actually stuffing today because there is something I've got my eye on online, and I'll be buying the item from a website. It's not a store that we have here in town, so that's why I need to keep my own cash in the bank this fortnight. All right, next we've got butcher. So I am putting $100 in here. There's already $50 in this one, but I'm putting 100 in because we need to do a big meat shop at the butcher. It's going to be our very last meat shop while we're in this house. So we are moving out of this house in 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to do one more shop for meat at the butcher, just to last us that 2.5 weeks until we leave this house, because I don't want to be having to move with a freezer full of meat. So yeah. This is our dog, and he's going to be getting $20 in his envelope today. He currently has 70 in there, so now he has 90. And this is just for his food or any vet bills, vaccinations, anything like that that he needs. I actually really need to get this envelope up quite a bit, because if he has an emergency vet trip, $90 is just not going to cut it. So I need to start working on building this one up. I've got medical next. That is getting $30 today. There is 40 in here. So what I might do, I might take out 20 and then put a 50 in. So now it's got 70. Next is school holidays. This is going to be getting $20 today. So this is basically just money that we will be using over the school holidays to do some fun stuff with the kids. So we've got 20, 30, 40, $50 in here at the moment, and we're putting 20 in. I might actually take out 30 and put 50 in. 10, 20, 30 going out, 50 going in. So now we are up to $70 for school holidays. We usually try and take the kids somewhere over the school holidays, like a cinema visit or like a sort of day trip to another town or something. Yeah, like to do something. Birthdays is next. I am putting $70 into birthdays this fortnight. At the moment there is 70 in there. So now we have 140. I've got 2 of my children's birthdays coming up next month, and so I need to focus on building this envelope up quickly. So I think what I might do is next fortnight try and put a chunk in this, and then also a chunk in our dog's one, to get those two up a bit. Christmas is the next one. That's going to be getting $60. At the moment there is 140 in there. So we'll put 60 in, and then it will be up to 150, 70, 90, 200. Christmas is one that it seems like it's so far away, but because it's such a big expense, it really needs money being put in there like regularly, so that when it gets to Christmas time, we're not stressing about how we're going to afford all the presents and the food and things like that. So that's Christmas. Father's Day is going to be getting just $5 today. Obviously Father's Day isn't until September, so I'm just slowly building this one up. So just 5 today, which will bring it to $30. School uniform is the next one. That's going to be getting $10. It says school uniform, but I should actually take off the uniform and just have it written down as like school, because this is for not just uniforms, but like if the kids have school fees to pay, or if they're like playing a sport. Both of my girls are playing netball this year for their school, so I think it's like $55 per child for their netball subs. So yeah, I need to also work on getting this envelope up a bit. But today I've only got $10 going into this one, and that brings it to $40. Easter, we've just had Easter, so this is completely empty now. I'm going to leave Easter for a while. It's not really something I need to start stuffing until probably the beginning of next year, so I'm just going to leave Easter. Mother's Day is getting $10 today. I have got $50, $60, $70, $80 in there at the moment, so that will bring it to $90. Mother's Day's creeping up. I think it's next month. And I like to get my mum something, and then I usually give my husband a little bit of money out of this as well, so then he can take the kids to pick something for me as well, because they like to do that. And then this is the savings challenge I'm doing at the moment. It is from the Joy Ninja, and it is each little ninja I've put is worth $5. So at the moment I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, it should be 60 in here at the moment. 40, 50, 60, yeah. So we've got 60 in there at the moment. Today I am putting 25 in here. So I'm just going to go and quickly grab a pink little felt so I can colour these in. Okay, found a felt. Okay, there we go. Now it's getting 25, which brings it to 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 in here now. And I'm not actually really sure what this money is going to go towards, like when I'm finished it, but when I'm finished it, I will have a look through my envelopes and see where the best place is to put this money. So yeah, that's coming along nicely. I've got a few more savings challenges in here that I'm going to be starting soon. They're all from the Joy Ninja. I'm going to leave her felt, I think it's felt, or Etsy shop. I don't know which one it is. I can't remember which one it is, but I'll leave her shop in the description box below. That's where you can buy these savings challenges from, because I've got quite a few from her that I really need to start soon. So that is all of my envelopes. I've got how much left over? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. I've stuffed this up somehow because I should only have 100 left over, which is for Dane because he gets 100 and I get 100 because I haven't given his money to him yet, so that's his. But I've got 10 left over and I can't remember where it was going. I might just pop it in my my dog's envelope. Yeah, I don't know where I went wrong. I obviously didn't add everything up properly when I done all of my amounts, but that's all right. That is all of the cash envelopes stuffed for the fortnight. So once we've moved into our new house, I'm going to need to do up like a whole new budget because pretty much every expense of ours is going to be going up. Our mortgage will be higher. Our the house we've brought is out of town, not far out of town, but out of town to be rural, and it means basically all of our bills are going to be higher. Petrol, I'm going to have to budget more for petrol, like driving in and out of town, because the kids will still be going to the same school here in town, but it's going to be a much longer drive to get them to and from school. I'd say we'll probably be saving money on takeaways because living out of town, I don't think we'll be eating out as much. But that could mean that our groceries go up, I'd say. So yeah, once we moved into the new house and I understand sort of how much each thing is going to cost, then I can do up our new budget. And I'm going to bring you guys along and sort of share that process with you guys. Things are already pretty tight at the moment, but it's going to be even tighter after we move. And so I'm going to be doing quite a lot to basically live like as frugally as we can. So this season was really good. I grew almost all of our vegetables from home, and my next step is learning how to like can and preserve so that the foods that I am growing at home can also get us through like winter time as well. So yeah, I'm going to be sort of doing that, baking a lot more sourdough. We're going to be getting chickens at our new house, which is exciting. There is a chicken coop there, so the price of eggs is crazy. So it's going to be exciting to have our own chickens and not having to buy eggs, which will be nice. So yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a lot of basically whatever I can do to keep our costs low. We're only a one-income family, and yeah, with all of our other expenses kind of going up after we move, it's just going to mean I have to put in a lot more effort to try and cut costs in other areas. So yeah, I'm excited to bring you guys along for that journey. I think the next video is basically going to be me packing everything up in this house. And yeah, that will probably be the last video that I do in this house, and then all the rest of the videos are going to be in the new house. So yeah, lots of new and exciting things coming up. Hopefully you guys will follow along for the journey. I'm guessing now that life's like settling down a little bit, I'm going to have more time to film. I'm hoping so anyway, but we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!